So how do we find an inner peace and start to heal if we have this internal struggle or internal battle going on? All through my childhood and through my 20s and 30s even, I felt like I had this struggle or this resistance to just being me. I felt like I was always fighting myself. And even after years of therapy, what really worked was something called IFS or partswork, internal family systems. This modality of psychotherapy was the most effective. So I just want to explain this really quickly. Before I get into the video, here are some comments about IFS. I love this immensely. IFS has been life-changing for me. Once I realized that when I beat myself up, I was actually beating up my inner child or children, I stopped doing it. And that's really been good for me. IFS also allowed me to learn what it means to love myself. It's not vanity or self-absorption. It's loving the young parts of me like a loving parent should. For this, I will always be grateful to Dr. Schwartz, Dr. Richard Schwartz, the creator of IFS. I did IFS on my own. I swear I released my own DMT. When I released the shame part, physical release of tension in my back happened. Wasn't aware there was any tension until it was released. It came with the best, most natural high without any impairment. And from that point on, about 3 days after, I felt great. Everything was crisp and clear looking. Colours popped. I could hear better. And just all around felt so good. So this is why in this video I really want to bring some attention to parts work and how you can experience what he's describing in this YouTube comment that I've put here. So what is IFS? What is parts work? I would give a brief description if you are new to the channel. So parts work is a therapeutic or psychotherapeutic approach that helps you heal different parts or voices in the mind. It's under the idea that we aren't just one mind, we are many sub-personalities. Examples of these different parts or voices could be the inner critic, the people pleaser, or the part of you or the voice that just wants you to isolate and not face anybody. It's important to know that these parts aren't flaws, they've just been burdened or taken on the role to protect you during difficult times. They believe that there is a time when they had to protect a part of you that was very vulnerable. So they're always looking out for you. The goal isn't to silence them, but to actually build a relationship with them. Build a relationship from a calm, centered place within you. As these parts will begin to trust your leadership, they will relax and stop interfering in your life. For many people, these parts, these protector parts that feel like they always have to look out for you, are actually causing you a lot of damage, causing people a lot of damage without them realizing. As these parts relax and stop interfering with your life, they start to trust your leadership. This process restores a natural or core confidence, an inner harmony, and a sort of self-connection, a connection to a more authentic version of you. So then the question is, how do we heal? How do we access these parts? I'll give a brief description from the book No Bad Parts by Dr. Richard Schwartz, the creator of IFS or partswork. Originally, the word heal meant to make whole or to save. When we heal any level of a human system, we bring its scattered or polarized members back into harmony so as to make the system whole again. The members of healed families or companies do not disappear. Instead, they reconnect and harmonize. The same is true of internal families. So then to go against the grain and say that we have to actually incorporate the inner critic, we actually have to find the essence of the inner critic and these voices which are always making our lives so difficult. That is what healing is. An exile, being the part of you that gets locked away because it's vulnerable, is healed when self, the true self, the authentic self, not necessarily a part, but the real you, retrieves it from where it is stuck in the past. Then the exile can unburden and begin to reintegrate with all of the other parts in the system. When that happens, the system feels far less vulnerable, and protectors also feel free to unburden and take on new valuable roles. Thus, all the protective energy that went into keeping you from being triggered and keeping your exiles at bay is freed up for healthier endeavors, and you have new access to the wonderful feelings and resources of your healed former exiles. This is the beauty of IFS. After a little bit of healing, you'll feel that you're a lot more productive, a lot more free, a lot more curious about the world. You'll feel like you have a lot more courage. And like it says in the book, you'll have a lot more energy just to explore the world. So this is from the book No Bad Parts. I've also done another video on this, and I'm also doing a free parts work session. So if you book an actual free call with me, we can work on these parts, and it's completely free. There's a link in the description box below if you want to go to that. But before I go any further, let's just look at what the goals of IFS or parts work are. There's actually 4 specific goals. So let's recall the 4 goals of IFS: to liberate parts from their roles and return them to their natural states, to restore trust in the self, to reharmonize the inner system, and to become self-led. What we call healing in this work is crucial to achieving these goals, because burdened exiles will keep us feeling vulnerable, anxious, worthless, ashamed, lonely, and empty. And all of that will continue to drive our protectors. So through parts work, you do build this new relationship with your parts. You release this inner tension, and it builds a inner harmony. So once you get that harmony, you feel a lot more free. And that's what healing is. And it's possible. So if you want a taste of this, you actually want to try this out, I can do a free parts work session with you, and it's just for practice to see where we can go. Book a session with me. It's a 1-hour session. Go to the link in the description box below. If you've enjoyed this video and you found it interesting and you want to learn more about parts work, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video.